Good evening, everyone. A late update here for you folks. We've got a tornado threat potentially ramping up here later tonight. New tornado watch issued by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman. That's for this area here, those yellow shaded counties. You've got the potential of seeing a tornado with any storms that form. That doesn't mean you're guaranteed to see one. Rest assured, not everybody's going to see one, but if you do end up with a rotating storm in your neighborhood, it could produce a tornado. Now, if we look at the Radar Omega app here at the current MRMS National Radar Composite, you can see a couple of storms out there, those yellow polygons, those yellow boxes. Those are severe thunderstorm warnings. We haven't seen tornado warnings in this area yet. Now, I'm expecting a few more storms to fill in here. If we look at the HRRR run, this isn't, a godsend or be all and end all here of weather models, but this is just one solution that could take place later on. And as you can see here, it does develop some more storms, especially a little bit farther to my south. I'm in Odessa here, and we might need to go a little bit farther south, maybe even down toward Fort Stockton. But you could come under one of these storms later and see big hail as well. It's not just the tornadoes that could be a threat. We're talking 2-inch, maybe even bigger hail if everything works out just right. It didn't really work out just right, though, earlier, so let's hope that kind of carries on here through the night. But folks, that Storm Prediction Center Day 1 Level 3 out of 5, that enhanced risk, that's still in place. It really hasn't budged much. And of course, here's that tornado risk. It's still at a 5%. It was not increased. That's basically a level 2 out of 5 in terms of the tornado risk. So again, take a look here at the MRMS. This is valid as of the time of posting this video, so about 9:20 p.m. here. Folks, you can keep an eye on these in the Radar Omega app, and we'll be out here live streaming for Project Weather Eye in the Radar Omega app. You can also go to seethestorm.net. Hopefully it's a quiet evening, but just in case, we're out here anyway. Make sure you've got those weather radios on and your push notifications turned on so you receive those tornado warnings should some be issued. All right, guys, we get going here, I guess. Hopefully I got sound. Oh, Jesus, this is going to be awful, isn't it? Okay, all right. Let's go hate our lives. All right, let's go, drive around for an hour, get pissed off at the world, and then go to bed. Let's go, everybody. Wow, this could be great. I'm very sarcastic right now because I really don't want to do anything. I just kind of want to go to bed. But these severe storm, well, we could have some severe storms forming. There's some storms firing down to our south that are honestly looking like they might be a problem later. So let's go investigate. Woohoo! And they just fucking severed it. Are you kidding? And they just severe warned it. All right, look at that. We're gonna drop south out of Odessa.
Yep, that southern cell just went severe warned. 1-inch hail, 6 mile per hour winds, and it's moving northeast at 35 miles per hour.
Okay. Thanks. So, yeah, I mean, we should be able to get it, I think. I mean, worst case scenario, it's going to be hard, but get in the vicinity. I mean, I really don't expect, like, big tornadoes or anything out of these, so I guess it's kind of like more of a lightning storm than anything, so I guess it doesn't matter if we're a little late.
Yeah. Eventually it's going to take a right turn, too, so I mean, it's probably in good shape there. Probably stick with it for a while, even if it does nothing, then just go home once it's done. Or go to a hotel, I should say. Or not.
Oh, what a dick. All right, guys, we're in Odessa. We're going to drop south. It is so incredibly windy out, though. All right, folks, like I said, this might be a 20-minute live stream. This might be an hour. It might be a 2-hour. I don't know. We'll see how these storms evolve. They did just warn.
West Central Ector County in western Texas, southwestern Andrews County in western Texas, central Wentworth County in western Texas, until 12:15 a.m. Central Time, or 11:15 p.m. Mountain Time. 11:19 p.m. Central Time, or 10:19 p.m. Mountain Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Wake, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Hazard, ping-pong ball-size hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Kermit, Wink, Notras, and Winkler County Airport. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 4 a.m. Central Time, or 3 a.m. Mountain Time for southeastern New Mexico and western Texas.
All right, folks. So yeah, we got that new tornado watch issued too. So we're headed toward that storm to our south, guys. If you take a look on Radar Omega, it'll make sense to you. I'm not thrilled right now. I'm not into this, but we're gonna go. I mean, there's the potential, folks, if these storms actually happen and persist, they could honestly produce big tornadoes. But I don't have a lot of confidence in them persisting. But it's also very close. Like, we kind of might as well go take a look, you know. Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, I did not get any Sonic tonight. I'm sorry. Yeah, I basically just spent the last, like, what was it, 3 hours? God, it's been about 3 hours since we were live, hasn't it? I spent the last about 3 hours just sitting at a gas station, just kind of watching. Thanks, Tyler. We're a ways away from this storm, but it is moving north-northeast, so that means it's coming toward us as we're going toward it. So that gives us a fighting chance. I don't know if there's any other people out chasing this. I mean, I would imagine there would be. A bunch of people in Miller. You're probably going to start seeing a bunch of spotter network dots going south here in the next, like, 5 minutes, I'll bet. Like I said, this has the potential to be a big storm. Possibly even a big tornado producer, but it's got to persist because the soundings coming out of Del Rio, which are going to be similar environment up here, are pretty nuts. The hodographs look pretty nuts. I mean, I strongly think we could get a significant tornado down here. But, again, it's going to have to be a persistent storm, and I don't know if we're going to get that. I really don't. I'm kind of leaning toward not. But make sure you got your weather radios on if you're in the tornado watch in West Texas. Oh yeah, today was a total dud, for sure. But this right here might be the main event. Yeah, these storms are rotating as they're going up. Need to watch that storm over by Kermit. Although it doesn't, it looks somewhat organized. If that thing could stay isolated, that actually would be a good target. But I don't think I think it's about to just get shrouded in rain. This wind is so bad, guys. It's blowing me everywhere. Yeah, the McCamey storm is probably going to be the target. But that thing's moving toward us. So, yeah, it's a ways away. It's an hour away. But it's moving toward us. So, we've got a fighting chance here. I guess. I don't know. Somebody brought up the fact that we may have some stable area issues. And we've been talking about maybe like the cap, I shouldn't say the cap, basically some SIN or convective inhibition building in as well. And if we can get a persistent storm with a persistent mesocyclone, it can kind of stay rooted even despite some SIN, which is, convective inhibition, or the basically anti-cape or anti-storm energy, negative storm energy. If it can stay rooted through that, great. But these guys, I don't know. That Kermit storm, like I said a few minutes ago, like, maybe. But there's that stuff coming in that's going to merge with it. But I really don't think it's going to be an effective merger. I think it's just going to make it a blob. So I don't know, guys. I'm going south for now. I don't even know. I'm so just, I don't even know. I'm just here. Don't even ask technicalities. South 385. I don't even know. This whole day has been kind of screwed up. Like I said, it is absolutely incredibly windy out here. Thanks for joining in, everybody. It's awful late here. I'm surprised anybody's up. I mean, it's late. I guess it's not that. It's not even midnight yet. I guess it's not that bad. appreciate the super chat. And of course, yeah, I'm sure the mods appreciate it too. Yeah, thanks for the contribution there.
Mergers on our storm.
Appreciate all of our supporters, guys. Couldn't do it without any of you, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't like that it's... I have a feeling this piece of shit's gonna go straight down I-10.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. I just don't know how mergers are affected. It's kind of a lot of murders at once, so it might delay rhinogenesis and turn right for a little bit. We'll see what happens. Other murder is rotating too. Pretty much everything's rotating.
Yeah, if this thing turns any more right, we honestly might have to write it off. Because I could divert and go to Rankin. You know, I'm 80 miles from I-10. Because I just put, no, hold on a minute. Actually, hold on a minute. I don't know what I have in the GPS. Stand by. I'm an hour and 15 minutes from some town that's like 20 miles down I-10. I think I'm an hour from I-10. I could divert and go to Rankin once I get down there if we could catch this thing at Rankin. We might be just in time. Because I thought I had a pin placed on I-10 and I don't. It's down a ways, so it's like an hour and something if I went, you know, got on I-10 and kept going.
Alright, yeah, that could work. We also have a new MD up. Let me see if I can... Here. Okay, supercell thunderstorm initiation now appears underway. A few cells may undergo considerable further intensification accompanied by increasing potential to produce very large hail and perhaps a strong tornado or two. That's a different thing than we were seeing earlier. So they're now saying strong tornado.
All right, I'll take it. The SPC is saying possibility of strong tornadoes now. I don't know what the hell that was.
We just gotta pick the right storm. So, I think we're on the right one for...
Yeah. And the road network's not too screwed down here because there's that big east-west road that goes through like Rankin and farther west too, so we're not terribly SOL. But I will tell you, there was one in like 10 years, well, 11 years now, I've only done this once down here at night. I take that back twice. I did it with somebody else, but I've only done this on my own once at night down here. And I've learned not to get stupid close to these because if something goes wrong, like there's nobody out here to like give any sort of assistance. So like I'm not even too worried about being up its butt, I guess.
Yeah, don't forget that you have that guy from earlier today's information if you need anything.
About a half an hour from McCamey, guys. We can go east out of Crane and catch this at Rankin. Probably gonna get a hell of a lightning show. Tornado watch goes till 4 a.m. I am not going until 4 a.m. I can tell you that for sure. Been a long time since I've been out here for a nocturnal threat, that's for sure. Like a true nocturnal threat. I'm not talking about this, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I'm talking about midnight, 1, 2, 3 a.m. kind of thing. But this is dangerous. I want everybody to understand this, that yes, it's only a 5% tornado day, but honestly, if there was an intermediate outlook that came out at night, they probably would go 10 hatch. Listen, folks, we could get a strong tornado out of one of these storms tonight. There's an incredible amount of shear, or basically that energy that causes these to spin, the wind shear. So, god dang, guys, I tell you what, like, it's pretty rural out here, but you never know. Thanks, Vortex, for your super chat. I see they're warning that storm off to my west, but that's primarily going to be hail.
30 a.m. Central Time. At 11:34 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles east of Monahans, moving north at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Odessa, Monahans, Goldsmith, West Odessa, Nutras, Odessa Schlemeyer Field, Penwell, and Monahan Sand Hills State Park. This includes Interstate 20 between mile markers 82 and 110. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 4 a.m. Central Time for Western Texas.
Rifleville, Virginia. That is the power. Negative 29.
10.8.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Alright, back.
Yeah, I don't think it's him.
Our storms to the south are starting to look a little cluttered. It is?
It's not, sorry. They cut off.
Okay. This thing to the south is looking a little cluttered. I don't know. I may give up on it at some point, but I'm going to give it a little bit of time yet.
Yeah, we went from like a discrete supercell to ball line within like few scans. It's pretty cool. But I think the mergers, once it sorts them out, might be in a better spot. I don't know.
Still cruising south to the severe thunderstorm warning for now. I mean, I'll let you guys know if that changes. tracking that storm near McCamey, yeah. Might have to point toward Rankin, though.
Franklin.
Which is fine. Probably will divert through Rankin, actually. That way we stay out of the precip. Because the deal is, like, we need to keep moving quickly, and if we're in blinding rain, I can't do that, so we'll kind of get out ahead of it. I guess. I don't know. We got probably like 5 miles to our turnoff to go east. It's really hard driving in this wind. It's just constantly fighting it. Starting to get some lightning activity off to the south there. Should start picking up as we get closer. It makes for a long day, but I tell you what, this might end up being the big show. This might be way more interesting than whatever we saw today. Today was not what I expected. I mean, at least it was something. I mean, at least we saw something. But it's definitely not as advertised. That's for damn sure. Like a refund for today's storms. Should get a refund for my McDonald's for them sucking the storm, that is. Thanks, Anita. Appreciate your super chat. Sorry if I missed anybody's. I can't look at the chat as much at night or it screws up my eyes. get this thing in like dark mode or something. That would be good. In fact, I might be able to do that right now. Forced it into dark mode. That helps. Yeah, I gotta have the dark mode on at night or it just lights up the inside of the car. East option that's going to eventually turn south to take us toward Rankin is coming up here in just like a mile or two. Town is this? Crane. Coming into Crane. Was that my road? Shit. No, it wasn't. Down here and then take a left. I think. Something, 329 or 239 or something. This takes us east and then it turns us south. Wind is literally blowing me all over the road.
Glad you didn't go to Del Rio because those storms there look like crap. So this is definitely the main show.
Yeah, that one off that I basically just drove by, the one slightly northwest here, has my attention. I know that it's not like a surface-based super cellular hook, but if that thing ends up being structure, that may be the one to go for. But I think it's going to get screwed up in that cluster momentarily. If that thing turns east, I'll turn around.
That's good. Yeah, the stuff to the south just gets so clustered so fast, but gotta give it some time to figure out the mergers. Might have a better shot at being something cool. So still has a persistent mezzo, but I have a bunch of them in that cluster there.
Well, I guess we could have just dropped straight south to McCamey. I guess this thing's not moving as fast as I thought it was. Whoops. Or if I should just backtrack. We'll still go through Rankin, though. I guess it's alright. This wind is awful, though. hard to drive in this wind. This wind is almost a bigger deal than the storms were earlier. Jeez. Yeah, I'm getting real sick of getting blown all over. There is a lot of dust getting blown around. We'll be turning south here shortly, so maybe we'll pick up on some more of that lightning, hopefully. This might be our road up here.
Yeah, storm headed to Rankins, rated for 1.5 inch ping pong ball size hail.
Yeah, this might just be... Man, I don't know. That cluster looks mean. Might need to go... We might need to backtrack on this. I'm not sure. We may end up going to Rankin and then looping back around. Man, that... It looks like we're about to have one hell of a raging squall line here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's actually sped up a bit. It's moving northeast at 50 now, but I think one or two things going to happen, or maybe another. But we could have that the old meso kind of decay and a new meso form in that cluster, and then mature and take over. Or maybe we could have a merger from the south kind of take over. I could see maybe a few possibilities here, or it'll just be a freaking squall line. I don't know. But there's also another cell to the east of that, which is even further away. But I think this one, give it time, it should manage to organize a bit.
Yeah, we could end up with a huge squall line here by the looks of it. wind is almost worse driving south. We need the lightning activity to pick up a little bit here. What the frick was that? Something hit the car. It was on the passenger side, which is the way the wind's blowing, I think. Probably a freaking tumbleweed.
What was it? Another tumbleweed. Yeah, you beat me too.
Basically meeting this storm at Rankin, but damn thing doesn't really have much lightning going on. Kind of disappointing here. Storm up by Odessa is really trying though, but I think it's just not surface based. You know, the mezzo is only organized up a few tilts. It's not nearly surface based enough. Probably a lot of tapping causing it to shred. I wonder how long we got till that gets smoked by the line, because I'm really considering going for that, because like the tornado chances for us now are very slim for everything. That might be one hell of a storm.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what this line does, because you could have that southern portion's line. It's kind of like a semi-discrete line. You could have part of that line of storm peel off and turn right, and that could be your tornadoes there. But it's so clustered. I don't know.
East First Street. Caller advised that there's something that is parking in front of her RV.
It's like there's less convective inhibition down here, but everything's so familiar.
I'm gonna paint fire out. She said for the moment it's just parking.
Triple C, sir.
Fire Department. The department is needed at 216 East 1st Street. caller has advised that there's something that's sparking in front of her RV. Can't tell if it's the hookup. Repeating, the department is needed at 216 East First Street for hookup at the front of the RV that is sparking no fire.
And here comes the rain.
It does look like the southern part of that Strombeer South is a little more supercellular. It has a pretty healthy meso on it too. I mean, the whole freaking cluster is rotating, so there's got to be one permit that eventually does it. It's in theory.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really looked at radar a whole lot. I've been hoping we get some freaking lightning here so we can maybe like see if this thing is trash or not.
Yeah, I don't know why the lighting's been so sparse here. Like it's got like 2,300 joules per kilogram of pound. Hey, there's a lot of instability. It's not like they're lacking instability or anything.
Oh my god, guys, this wind. I'm so over driving in this wind. Pushes you all over the freaking road.
I'll be around here shortly.
Gotten a new warning. Apparently can't hear any weather radio stations out here.
Warning. 50 still north.
Wow. I can't even pick up an FM radio station down here, for Pete's sakes. Find one that has EAS, so we at least have EAS tones. But I don't think I can pick any up. I'll check them out manually here.
A tornado watch remains.
There's one.
Until 4 a.m. Central Time.
Just trying to find a local radio station that actually has the EAS for this area in case something goes south and we lose data. Since apparently we can't pick up weather radio down here. But just in case. Yes, they've extended the severe warning basically for this area. That was good lightning over there. I don't know if you saw that or not, though. This is possibly just a data issue on my end, but there's literally a special weather statement filling in the gap of that like CWA boundary down there with severe thunderstorm warnings on both sides of it. Is that how it shows for you too?
Yep, it's there.
What in the hell is the point of that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that. They claim it's for wind gusts up to 50 and half inch out, but not too much going on.
I almost wonder if that's like some forecaster WCM's way of saying F you, we don't agree with your warning or something.
Yeah, like a snarky, your severe warning is by a weather storm.
We're almost to Rankin. Yeah, it's almost exhausting to drive in this wind, folks. Oh my god. Constantly fighting this.
Dropped the warning with 1.5 inch hail, so it's 1 inch now. Also in DR2, it's corresponding to around 1 inch-ish. I think 1.32, but probably like 1.
Alright. I see that one back off to the west by like Grand Falls, or south of Ohio, dragging that little boundary along with it. That might be a really intense part of that line, so we can always go back and get that if this don't work out.
Yeah, I actually don't hate that. It's feeling some insane shear, and there's actually not that much convective inhibition. So I'm gonna watch that one, see if it organizes a bit, especially if it starts to overcome the whole stability.
Yeah, we're watching that storm off to the west, south of Pyote. I might top off on fuel down here, guys, just in case. I have a tank here. apologize for not having a whole lot to say, guys. I'm not like tired to the point where I can't do my job. I'm just tired. Holy shit. Tired isn't the right word. I'm just done with the day. Let's put it that way. But I do want to be out for this because we might end up with some really cool lightning or something, or maybe even a big tornado. Who knows? So I'm happy to be out here. I'm just worn out for the day. It's not a fatigue thing. It's just more of like a, I don't know. Some of you guys probably get it. All right, let's pull into this all subs. I don't even think I've ever been to this all subs, to be honest with you. It's been a long time since I've been through Rankin. Really long time. I don't even remember the last, because I don't think I came through here at all last year. Okay, so... Hang on. Okay. Howdy.
Is it fixing to get bad?
Yeah, you might get some hail in a little bit.
No tornadoes?
Not right now. I mean, that could change, but not right now.
You don't have none tracked down, or?
Not right now, but I mean, that could change in 5 minutes, yeah, with the way these are going, so. Just be careful. You got maybe 20 minutes, half hour.
The hail hit.
Yeah.
Well, be careful, man.
All right, you too. Okay. I'm going to see if I can sneak out and get gas. Yeah, I would not get any food from this place. That would be a terrible idea this time of night. You'll have the shits all night. Hold on, I'm looking at a little bit of data here. Okay, oh my god, I open up my phone and I click on Twitter by mistake, and the first thing I see is somebody talking about the government controlling the weather. Oh, Jesus H. Christ, you gotta be kidding me.
Man, that Grand Fall one is looking a little better. Crap.
Well, then we'll just have to go for it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm split between that one and like the end of that line north of Sanderson to your south. I mean, that one near Sanderson is definitely in a slightly better thermodynamic environment. I'm kind of worried about that Grand Falls one losing the outflow boundary, but we'll have to see. Grand Falls 1 is turning more east, though, so that's kind of interesting.
Well, that's good for us, because it keeps it kind of a little bit easier to get to, I guess.
Yeah, I'll keep watching it. If it looks like it's going to produce, we can go up and get it, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to pay to...
I'll show you guys. We're watching, we're right here. This is Radar Omega, by the way. Oops, shit, hang on. Okay. So, this is a storm that's this is Grand Falls where my finger is. We're watching this storm that's dragging this crappy little boundary with it. I don't think it's tornadic, but I tell you what, we need to watch it. That thing could end up putting out some big hail. That looks like that could be a big freaking hailer soon. But we're watching this cluster, which really hasn't done a whole lot. I don't know. We could just sit here and get cored by it. If we look at velocity, oh, it might not load. I'm under the gas station canopy. Let me pull this off Wi-Fi. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this to load. We're under the gas station canopy, and I was on Starlink. So this might, there we go. So we've got a little bit of rotation here, south of I-10, a little bit there, and it's really nothing to write home about. That's probably, that's about, let's see, 20 miles, the storm motion. 50, there's no way this is moving 50 miles an hour. Okay, 50 miles an hour. I mean, that's about 20 minutes away. I don't really see anything over here in our storm, that storm I was talking about. But this has the look of being a big hail-producing supercell, maybe. Let's watch a radar loop of this.
Go ahead.
RV, or if she needs to remain in her RV.
Stay in our RV unless we come and knock on it.
All right, well, I guess we'll probably get moving. Boy. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Grand Fall one is making an attempt to become surface-based here.
Yeah, it's possible.
Will it keep doing that? I don't know, but it's organizing every scan.
Get the gas pump out of the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, God. God, son of a gun. I dropped that on the freaking ass floor. I really just drove down here for nothing, didn't I? Yeah, we may go back. We may go back north. Gosh dang it. That's how it always goes. Drive all the way the frick down here and frickin' drive around. Let's see if we can get... Let's just go take a look and see if we can see some lightning or not real quick. Wow. Okay. Well, that was neat.
One is just kind of on the edge of the instability axis, so I guess there is some concern that it moves into stable air still, but
Yeah,
I don't know. It's going to be a tough call.
Yeah, I'm actually heading, kind of leaning toward ditching this one. It's getting that kind of bowed shape to it, and I feel like anything that spins is going to be on the south side of it. Now it's way down there on I-10.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of a more discrete element on the very southern side, so. But I'm kind of seeing the this southern part of the line turn right now too. Well, it's going to be tracking right down I-10, yeah, so that's a bit too far.
Just in case we gotta like dive south, and I'll just go back up through McCamey. It says it's the same ETA, so we'll just go through McCamey and then straight north. Which direction am I going here? I think this way.
And they just tornado warned it. I guess that makes it easy.
Fuck a duck. Are you shitting me right now? Which one? Oh, Christ. Okay, they just tornado warned it. Did they just tornado warn an elevated supercell?
It's the Grand Falls one. I don't know if it's elevated. It might be making an attempt, but it doesn't look like super...
The National Weather Service
I don't know. We'll see.
tornado warning for north central
You can see why they warned it. It's trying to form like a little couplet thing. It's trying to set this
southwestern
anyway.
Texas,
Copy that, flooring it.
Ward County in western Texas, west central Crane County in western Texas, until 1 a.m. Central Time. At 12:27 a.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles west of Grand Falls, or 20 miles south of Monahans, moving east at 45 miles an
God
hour.
frickin' dang it.
Hazard, tornado at half-dollar size hail. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Grand Falls around 12:30 a.m. Central Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Royalty, Imperial Reservoir, and Corner Lake. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy
It continues to
building.
ingest that outflow boundary.
Avoid windows.
Yeah, this is the one.
Keep your closed doors in a mobile
It can't
home
stay
or
surface
in a
based.
vehicle.
It's going to
Move
be
to
an issue.
those of substantial shelter and
I like
protect
it.
yourself
Should
from
be exciting.
flying debris.
I literally just came from there. God dang it. We just came from there. That's how this always goes, people. That's alright, we'll get there. We're only about 25 minutes away. We're good.
Wouldn't doubt if the other southern storms get born in a second here too.
Yeah, we can't get to that one though, so I'm gonna go for this one. We're about 25 minutes away. We got it, unless it shits its pants. At which point, who cares?
Yeah, sounds good.
Backtracking, here we go. That counts as a U-turn, folks. That counts as a U-turn. Oh my god. That was very close. Once we get to McCamey, we'll shoot north. Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, I wish we would have made this decision 10 minutes ago, though, but it's hard to, we need a crystal ball some days. You're correct. We are the tallest object around as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, super great. Chances of us getting struck by lightning right now are very high.
Yeah, it's got huge storm relative wind flow, and I like how it's got some like showers behind it. That's going to work to balance the storm relative outflow. So that nudge would actually help it reduce if it's able to stay surface based.
Try to catch it at crane. We're almost out of this rain. Dumping buckets of rain out here.
Service in Midland has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Ector County in western Texas, southeastern Andrews County in western Texas, northern Midland County in western Texas, southwestern Martin County in western Texas, until 1:30 a.m. Central Time. At 12:32 a.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near West Odessa, or near Odessa, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Midland, Odessa, Cleveland, Midland International Air and Space Port, West Odessa, Courtney, Odessa Schlumberger Field, Cotton Flat, Warfield, and Midland Air Park. This includes Interstate 20 between mile markers 108 and 153. For your protection, will go an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 4 a.m. Central Time for western Texas.
Freaking road construction. We're almost out of this rain. We're like a mile from the edge of the storm, so we're good. We are good. Right down the middle here to avoid water. Rain's starting to lighten up a little bit. Good. Any second now we'll poke out of this rain, which is good because that means we'll be able to speed the hell up. But I'm just going right down the middle here because this road's hydroplaning bad. It's filling up with water. It's not draining. Yeah, we're headed toward this tornado warning. I'm not really sold on tornado potential with it, but it's near Imperial. It's going to be moving toward Crane over the next hour. We're going to catch it at or west of Crane. We're really only like 25 to 30 minutes. Well, probably a little less, but about 25 minutes away. A little less. So it's only tornado warning on the board, so we'll go and try our luck with it. Pretty rural areas out here, thankfully, so hopefully don't have to worry about it impacting much. Alright, now we are almost out of this rain. Finally. This little cell is kind of back building on us a little bit here, making it hard to get out of here. Finally, Jesus God, this rain is freaking awful. Especially on this road. This road is terrible. It's like no water's running off it. It's just ponding on it. Not good for trying to get somewhere in a hurry. Now it's pretty much done. Good, so now we can pick the speed back up a little bit here. Almost to McCamey. That's where we'll make that north turn. Thanks, Jess. Oh, this is a train, that flashing red light on the left. That's the back end of a train. I was wondering what the hell that was. Big freaking train. Or not, never mind, it's pretty short.
unsafe conditions, and leaving out the polygon northeast. It's now like almost due north of Grand Pass.
This thing kind of looks stupid on radar.
Yeah, it's kind of making me think it might be going alpha dominant, but still dropping a ton of bolts, so it would be really cool to look at.
Oh yeah, 100%. This thing's trash, but it's a better one on the board, I guess.
Yeah, they just replaced it with Tor Possible Severe.
Yeah, sorry. We'll still keep going to it. It's still the best storm on the map right now. Still the best storm on the map. It kind of looks like shit on radar. Yeah, best one on the map so at the moment, so we'll go for it. Alright, here's our northbound turn here in McCamey's. Back 385, this goes all the way up to Odessa. You know, tornado or not, this is still going to be an intense storm, guys. Might start dropping big hail soon. Looks like it's trying to develop a hail core. Road work up here too? Are you kidding me? God dang, is there freaking road work? Well, it is Texas, so yes, there is road work everywhere. But at least it's not dumping buckets of rain. Yeah, they dropped the tornado warning, which is definitely the right call. Well, lightning show begins now, I guess. Lightning's actually pretty active here, so it's better than nothing, guys. I don't know if it's going to go tornado warned again. It might fight through its problems. It looks like it's had a big surge of outflow. Basically, the storm kind of used up its environment a little bit. But it's possible as it pushes along, it might reorganize here, so we cannot write this one off yet. Definitely not, especially with the increase in lightning activity. It's kind of an indicator that this is still a strengthening storm potentially. Yeah, we'll catch this thing somewhere probably just a little bit north of Crane, Texas, which is right up the road. Probably more action that I've seen tonight than I saw all day today. So, yeah, main show was definitely after dark. But I'm glad we didn't go to Del Rio. Man, what a freaking dump. I feel bad. I think there were quite a few chasers that went down there to that Del Rio stuff. And I honestly feel bad for them because it looked like it was going to be a solid target, but it didn't even happen. I honestly feel bad because like all the data said to go there. Going toward Odessa. Storm should pass between there and Crane.
Attention McCamey EMS. Can you be in Route 1207 South Houston Avenue for a medical alarm that has gone off and unable to contact the owner? Repeating, the ambulance is needed at 1207 South Houston Avenue for a medical alarm that has gone off for an 85-year-old female unable to make contact with that owner.
G601793 Tom, give me a truck tractor.
Alright, this lightning's actually pretty good now. About time we got some friggin' lightning. It's been a while. Waiting for this all day. Pretty active lightning storm, actually. Things work out, we might actually just meet this storm at the road. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing we came out despite it being after dark and late. Appreciate our new subscribers to the channel and new viewers. I'm actually surprised there's so many people watching at 1 o'clock in the morning. But regardless, thanks for being here. Once we get up here closer to Crane, we'll just find somewhere to stop and we'll watch the lightning and see if this storm does anything. Freaking wind hasn't let up at all, that's for sure. those storms earlier today just couldn't get it done. Lightning is nuts. This thing's moving relatively east. Just seems like it's not moving that fast though. What's the storm speed? It says 38 miles an hour. The weather service has it moving at 35, so yeah, about 35 miles an hour to the east. So once we get to Crane, this thing should be getting a little closer to the road for us. Lightning's not disappointing though, that's for sure. Super active lightning storm, that's for sure. Didn't really see much for lightning all day, so it's a good thing we came out. Swear to God, I'm so sick of this wind. We're getting inflow wind now, so it's coming from the other way, pulling us to the left instead of pushing us to the right. See some of the lights from Crane up ahead, so we're getting there slowly, but we're getting there.
25107, return.
Could go west out of Crane. There's actually another road north of Crane that goes west. That might be the one we want to take. I don't want to be too far south on this.
Indiana plate. I can't get any return RTOs to slow down.
This is the last thing I expected to be doing tonight. But that's alright. Like I said, it's hard to ignore when you got storms like this going up. And, you know, they're just not realizing the environment they're in. Like, there's a significant amount of wind shear. And it's like I said earlier, even the SPC mentioned this too. Like, there was a shot at a strong tornado. But I just don't... I mean, I'm not writing it off entirely by any means. But I just... don't think these things are able to be robust and surface-based long enough. I think they're kind of semi-elevated. They're just not going to really tap into that shear.
107, expires 9/30, 2025, comes back to a 2021 Kenwood, can be registered to EF Corporations out of Shelbyville, Indiana, Navy 29.
Go north out of Crane. There is a west. There's a couple of like west options that go out of Crane that we can use. Holy smokes. We are definitely not falling short in the lightning department, that's for sure.
Fire units. If you can meet me at the entrance of Calabar 4, I'll bring you in.
It's nice to see active lightning, though. I like lightning.
If you send me in reference to some power lines near the roadway, I'll be trying to notify the electric company.
Figure 4.
Jump.
We'll be through town here pretty quick. It's like 2 stoplights, I think. Yeah, lightning is good. I like lightning. Thanks for following along so far, everyone. It's been fun. It's not over yet. Seriously, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to play out, but it definitely ain't over yet.
Anyway, so units be advised, we're under a tornado warning until 1 a.m.
No, you're not. And it's 1:01 a.m. anyway. Like... We're under a tornado warning until 1 a.m. It's 1:01 a.m. So no, you're not. Let me check. They didn't reissue a warning or anything, right? Like it came over the radio center, the tornado warning. That's all an error, right? It's just severe warning.
Yeah, there's no tornado warning. Not right now, at least.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just want to double check.
Yeah, he must have old info or something.
got a very strong meso aloft, but not on the lower tilts, even the mid-level tilts for that matter. And the upper level meso is kind of displaced to the south of that like outflow dominant hook, on the like southern end of it. So I don't know. I guess it's not impossible it could wrap up again, but I would want to see that low level meso start to happen right at kind of south of 329, where the hook kind of, that's where the southern part of the hook is.
All right, I agree. And I can't see a whole lot. There's a lot of low-lying clouds out here, so I'm not able to make anything out here yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly not too bad of an environment. There's not that much mixed layer sin, only like around -20 to -30, so realistically, if it becomes service-based again, I mean, it's just to balance its inflow and outflow, it could probably do it again. Yeah, latest scan, hook is looking a little less outflowy, so just keep an eye on that.
All right, yeah, there's quite a bit of inflow. It's really pulling on the car, so we'll see. Temperature did come up, but we were sitting about 63, 64 south of Crane, but now we're up to 67, so maybe there's a little bit of warmer air here it can use.
Certainly possible.
Coming up on that west road soon.
So we now with day 1 enhanced for the stuff. Oh, they added a 10 hatch. Jeez. For Waco.
Yeah, I don't understand, because HRRR has all that out of there by like 2 p.m. Like, is that really what they're concerned about? Because that would basically be this stuff right now that moves through.
I guess. Let me read it.
We'll be coming up to that road.
Our guy Royals, he issued this. I trust him. He thinks the current thinking is that the ongoing convection will be to the north, and the stuff to the south could remain a little more undisturbed. That's what the discussion was mentioning.
I just have a hard time buying it when it doesn't show anything other than this crap going through, you know what I'm saying, at 2 p.m.
Yeah, I think that's a definite concern. So maybe one of those like conditional 10 hatches again. We all love those.
Yeah, absolutely no reason for them. Yeah, I don't think I can even make it, but I really don't. I mean, I'm not going to drive all night for that slop fest. I'm actually surprised that they went 10 hatch for that, but didn't go 10 hatch this evening. Because I almost think they could have got away with 10 hatch this evening while it was lightning. They could have got away with it, honestly. I mean, the environment's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, I agree for sure. But yeah, it's not even looking like Waco. It looks like College Station. That's even further east. So yeah, I think yeah, we probably should have been like if anything, a dual 10 hatch. But this isn't doing much either. So I don't know.
All right, guys, we're approaching our county road, or farm road, whatever. Our next left. frickin' sign here? Nope, that's not even a road. That's just a turnaround. Okay. What's the next one? West toward the lightning and the storm. Lightning really helps us out on a night like this, because without it you can't see anything. Can't really make out any storm features though. It's just all a lot of low-lying clouds. Probably not going to be able to go too much farther here, because we're probably about to get into the forward flank of this thing and start getting dumped on. substantial lightning. There's a lot of lightning flashes, but I'm gonna stop here so we can get turned around. I can't make out any features of this thing at all. It's still severe warned, but only for 1-inch hail. Definitely a good amount of lightning. I just don't see anything of concern, but that doesn't mean it's not there. I just can't see anything. Incredible amount of lightning, though. I'm gonna go ahead and opt to turn around here. We'll head back to the highway.
ETA at this time. My traffic.
Yeah, we'll get back to 385 here and probably go north. At least the lightning didn't disappoint. So we got that going for us. Yes.
Definitely some rotation there, starting to kind of become more obvious, but doesn't look imminent or anything yet.
Stupid fucking fox, coyote, or whatever the hell you are. All right, yeah, I'm just not buying it on this one.
Yeah, I think it just needs a lot of RFD help, but yeah, pretty stormy.
Yeah, we'll go north, guys. Nobody's. Oh no, there's people coming, but we can make it. Jesus, God, fix your road. I remember my first time building a road.
I'll be 6th Street in South Hollywood. Truck Tractor, Oklahoma. David Mary 4344.
Even those storms out east look like crap, honestly, guys. Like, these are all kind of crap. I think we were very close to having some tornadoes tonight, though. So everything just turned to crap. That's all right.
Yeah, looks like the day one rhino risk loaded into the radar omega now. Pretty much the western fringe of that 10 hatch is like eastern side of Austin, Round Rock, I-35.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of not my problem.
Yeah, that's really far away. The large 2% goes all the way up to Wichita Falls, Paducah, Texas. So, yeah, if that ends up being something, that's not that bad, that far. But,
must not have gave up on that. Did they say anything about that up there? Because I totally wrote that off, like, I don't know, 10 HRRR runs ago.
I think they did. I think they really explicitly mentioned it. Yeah, they didn't mention that. But they do still have that 2% up there, so maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll actually be something. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about the rest of the day, guys. Kind of looks like trash, honestly. Doesn't look like much on the way of anything organized, anyway.
Weather update. Straight from the storm located 14 miles northwest of Crane in the east at 30 miles per hour. Ping pong ball size hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. In effect until 1:45 a.m. Tornado watch remains in effect until 4 a.m.
Well, honestly, folks, that might be about it for tonight. I have no confidence in this storm doing anything interesting at this point. I really don't. Like, at all.
Almost pushing 3 Henry Victor 253.
I think we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up. I'm just not seeing a whole lot of interest here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I think it's done. It's over. I think.
Actually, a little circulation developing.
Yeah, it's 57 degrees. I just don't buy it.
Yeah, still kind of broad, but it's kind of tucked up in the precip. Yeah, if that persists, I'll let you know.
Alright, lost data. Why? Alright guys, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut the stream off, I think. I appreciate everybody who rode along tonight, though. It was kind of fun. It's been a long time since we've streamed this late. Quite a long time, actually.
It's either going to crap the bed or it's going to maybe do something.
That was a close strike, holy smokes. Alright folks, if you are new here, consider subscribing on your way out. Visit the links pinned in the chat.
Like northeast. What's going on that far?
I'll keep the camera up in the Radar Omega app for a little while, folks, if you want to watch the lightning, but I'm going to get up here to I-20 and go east a little bit. No tornadoes tonight, but I guess that's a good thing. Have a good night, folks. Thanks again, and if I don't see you later today, it'll be in a few days, because I don't know if today's going to be a chase day or not, but I'll see you next